There is a lot of things showing dwarf stars, hidden planets, and I mean it's right out in the open. I mean, to me, it's mind blowing how it's not being just confirmed publicly to everyone right now, or how people haven't put this together at this point, just to keep it real. It's that obvious to me. And wait till you see. A lot of scientists and um, astronomers believe now that there's something far bigger than Inky, and we just can't see it. If you look into Immanuel Velikovsky's Worlds in Collision, he does a study on the ancient Jewish text, and what they experienced with the passing of this giant comet planet event, right? Remember, Carlos Ferrada spoke about this. He actually has an image where he triangulates across the earth and shows you three different significant areas right before the passing of this thing. You never know what to believe when it's coming from the mainstream media, because all they do is pump out lies, right? And if you're gonna get really, into this, then you should look at some of the images that are coming in from different people around the world. And I mean, a lot of it's being blamed on satellites and shit like that, but there are new fireballs and new comets and images like this on a daily basis, right? This is part of what I call observable evidence. We have scientific, we have, scripture, ancient text, historical accounts, and then we have observable evidence, which, observable evidence is always the one they deny the hardest. You know what I mean? When it comes to that. And looking at the Bible too, think about the executive order for measles, just recently adding it to communicable diseases, basically putting it under that FEMA umbrella, where they can come in and shut down entire states or areas or whatever, right? Because of an outbreak of measles. And then you start looking at the vials in Revelations when they're pouring out the different vials of wrath, right? And the very first one is sores or blisters breaking out on everyone's skin. You look at the Colburn Bible, the same thing. It talks about mottled sores or blisters breaking out on everyone's skin. We now have NASA talking about aliens, and the word they used too is what really got me. It was we hope there's not an adversary up there. There's so much out there right now. Given that my belief is that the theater of WW3 is actually kind of like a cover-up for, an astronomical event, and a catastrophic event. We even heard the Freudian slip from Alex Jones like a week ago where he said, what if there was an asteroid that was coming towards the Earth and it's going to kill 3 billion people? What? Where the fuck do you get that, dude? You know what I mean? Nobody said that. Where'd that come from? Well, we know it comes from the Bible, actually. It says that, this will happen and it'll kill a third of mankind. So you have to understand this one really does kind of pose a threat, and there's major asteroids that are within it as well. And this isn't to, like I said, trigger fear in nobody at all. It's just awareness is basically the point of all of this.
Meteor is headed to crash into our economy. Our job, saving the economy from a catastrophic event.